Hello and welcome to Afternoon Delight. I'm Aaron Engstrand.
I'm Kate Vega.
I'm Alex Costello.
And I'm Nick Ragner.
All right, we're going to talk about the very first topic, which is a goblin shark. I know it sounds kind of weird, guys, but
Goblin.
Gulf of Mexico, some shrimpers are on a boat, kind of like the story of Jaws. What do they think they have in their shrimping nets? Not shrimp, a goblin shark.
What?
Yeah,
Does it look like a goblin?
No,
What is a
it's
goblin
pink.
Look, it's a picture.
Yep. It has a long snout. Yep.
That thing's ugly.
And they described its teeth as seriously terrifying teeth.
Terrifying.
Those are actually really terrifying. If you look at them,
Look
they
at
look pretty
that thing.
terrifying.
This is why
This
I've
is
never been in
only-
the ocean.
What kind of adaptive feature does that
They could get
super
up
long
to
horn have?
18 feet long.
Wow.
18 feet long goblin shark. This is the second one ever to ever show up in like the Gulf of Mexico.
Was it alive when they found it, or was
Yeah,
it dead?
it was just caught up in their net. Just
Really?
a big snouty
So what did they
pink
do with
monster.
it? Did they eat it?
Yeah, what do you
What
do
do
with
you
that
do
thing?
with a
The
goblin?
guy got rid of it. He just threw it away. Threw
Oh,
it back
I
in
found
there.
a goblin shark. Let me just put that back.
Oh my god.
Rare find. It's like
Well-
finding a unicorn and just be like, just kidding.
Exactly. Did
Let
you
you
see
go
the thing on
free,
it? Oh.
unicorn.
Did you take a picture?
Yeah, he took a few pictures. That's how they got that.
Just imagine being like in the ocean, and it's already scary enough. But what if you saw one of those things? Like that would
Popping
be
up right out of the
terrifying.
water.
First time in the ocean. I've never been in the ocean.
Yeah.
I can't imagine finding that thing.
Yeah.
Like-
Well, they
that's-
usually
Casually
only
swimming for the
show up
first
in
time?
Japan.
Oh,
Only in Japan.
Well, I'm not
So
going
stay
there,
away
so I
from
don't know.
Japan.
Yeah, I'm thinking that's what Godzilla was based off of. It was a
Put
goblin
this into
shark.
perspective
Did
for
you
you
see that
guys.
thing?
You said what? 18 feet? That's
18 feet.
3 times the size.
Yeah,
of
that's a
me.
big sub.
That could.
You are not 6 feet tall, so that is a that is a
Yeah, I
false
was gonna
statement.
say I'm like 5'1".
more than 3 feet.
It's like three
times.
and me next.
Yeah, that's more accurate. But that is
Okay.
disgusting. Like
Right.
that is just gross.
I don't want to encounter that in
Where-
anywhere in the water.
And where was this that he
Gulf
found
of
it?
Mexico.
Oh wow.
That's so close to home.
Traveled
It's
away.
ridiculous.
They found them in Japan.
Don't go in the water.
Don't ever go in the
There's
water.
shark in the water.
Shark in the
Goblin
water.
shark in the water.
Why did they come up with goblin shark? Like goblins?
Yeah, where does that name come from?
Look, because of its teeth, it looks like a goblin.
Yeah, the last time I
Ugly
saw a
shark.
goblin, I was like, man, I really looked at the teeth and I was like, yeah,
Yeah.
That's a
that
goblin's
looks
teeth.
like goblin.
Yeah, he must have a really expensive dental bill.
That was
all
a
I
good
gotta say.
joke.
Thanks.
I
I
like
really
that
tried.
one.
I was waiting to use that one the entire show so far. So
They thought it was a female shark, which, yeah, I could see that. Look, do you see how scary that thing is?
oh,
Usually scary.
He
so.
can gobble so much food up.
I've
Oh, snap.
never
we
seen
were
a
just
shark
making pun
that's
after pun now.
18 feet long. So, anyways, I'm gonna move on from talking about that because I don't like the idea of a goblin shark and going to the
I know.
ocean soon.
I'm
I
already
don't want-
afraid of the water.
I don't want to. Yeah, I don't want to think about that swimming around underneath me. That could eat me up in a one bite. So,
Ew.
with the Derby just happening, the Kentucky Derby just happening this weekend, there's some drama about Miley Cyrus going on. Apparently, instead of spending her Sunday afternoon, or was it Saturday? Saturday afternoon at the Kentucky Derby, she instead spent the afternoon at a strip club in Louisville.
Classic.
And she actually got kicked out because she tried to start a fight with Ron Jeremy, who's a porn star, if you guys know who he is.
Celebrity death match. Miley Cyrus.
That's kind of what it sounds like a little bit.
And apparently, according to witnesses, she was throwing punches at him and trying to start a fight with him.
How big is this
Because-
guy?
This sounds more
Ron
entertaining
Jeremy.
than the Kentucky Derby. Like I
Is
would
he
rather watch
smaller
that
than her?
fight.
Can we put money down on that?
He's
I'd
he's
rather
like
go
a
to that.
shorter, round man. She was angry because of his like spoof for her Wrecking Ball video.
Was he the wrecking ball?
That was
He,
so
no,
long
he was
ago.
riding
Wait.
the Wrecking Ball.
I
Miley
remember
Cyrus.
that.
Yeah, there he is. There's a picture of him.
Okay, why would you start a fight with a guy that's twice the size of you?
He's not. I think he's probably shorter than her, but he's got a lot more body
That's
weight on
beautiful.
him.
Perfectly, I think he actually did it better than her.
Yeah, he definitely did it way
He
better.
really wears those whitey tighties to the fullest.
Yeah.
That's all I know.
So, did he punch back? Or was he
No,
just
apparently,
taking it?
according to sources, he sat there and sipped on his drink and laughed at her.
I mean, I probably would too.
yeah,
That's
he
cold.
wasn't very threatened by Miley.
I wouldn't. She's like malnutrition.
Yeah.
Yeah,
She's pretty tiny.
Fullest.
She's
I
a
would
tiny
be-
girl.
I just,
Break,
a lot of
tiny
people
woman.
spoofed her video
What'd I say?
too, which I don't
girl.
understand why she got so
Watch
mad.
out, kids. Miley's coming for you.
Yeah.
Knocking on doors.
I don't
What
know
happened
about
to
that.
Hannah Montana? Can we just what happened? Like a strip club with Ron Jeremy? How does that happen?
Hannah
Sounds like a great
Montana
time.
is
Daddy issues.
she's
It was a
in the
great show.
past. She doesn't even exist anymore. There is no even little bit of Hannah Montana.
There's a little
still
bit of
in
Hannah
It's
her.
not
Montana
the
in
best
there
of
somewhere.
both worlds anymore.
Whoa.
Yes, I did.
Can I get one of these over here?
Yeah,
Yeah, give me that.
I think
Thank
it's
you.
weird that, he made a parody about it, but there's so many parodies about
Yeah.
Miley Cyrus. Like,
Yeah.
are you gonna go out and attack every single person that parodied you?
It's
'Cause
kind of-
that would be a lot of fights that you would probably lose.
Yeah, exactly.
Ding dong.
It's kind of
Ding dong.
pathetic.
Make a YouTube
Oh,
video
no.
about me?
Oh,
She's
no.
here. She's come for me. I made a YouTube video
It's
about
kind
her.
of pathetic almost that she can't take the criticism, like being in the spotlight this much and doing so much ridiculous stuff. She needs to realize that people are gonna make fun of her, and I mean, I guess like don't they say, copying people is flattery? So
Yeah.
I guess people doing spoofs of her videos.
So you and Dr. T are like flattering each other then today, right?
Ooh, look at that.
So Alex, what have you been reading about in the news then?
Speaking of awesome cities, did you guys know that La Crosse is the top, it's number 2 on the 10 list of most exciting cities in America? Not just, Wisconsin, America.
Wow.
That was my impression of.
Yeah, we're pretty American here,
What's her
I'd say.
name?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Pretty-
and it said that La Crosse also posted great numbers when it came to active life and having a young population. I mean, obviously, because it's a campus
And look
life.
at us.
Three
We're young.
I'm
Yeah.
pretty. I'm kind of like. Yeah, I'm young.
young,
Yeah, we're young.
active, yeah.
Yeah,
Young,
it ranked.
active. Pretty
Active,
loose
not really.
term.
Yeah, that's pretty loose.
It ranked 20th for the former and 11th for the latter, which I don't even know what that means. But it said that
Latter's
I
always
don't even know what that meant. I'm like, okay, cool. But it said that we have a lot of nightlife and stuff. But when I think of La Crosse, I don't think of nightlife. I think of like bluffs and the river. So I thought that was kind of funky.
I think they
Like,
might
come
be
here for the nightlife.
I think nightlife is just a nice way of saying alcohol problem.
Alcohol. We have lots
That's
of
kind of
alcohol.
true. Yeah.
I
we
think
have
they're
one of
probably
those.
referring to like downtown as the nightlife because the bars are down there and there are
We
a
do
lot of
have
people.
the lacrosse center. That does get a lot of
downtown.
activity.
Yeah.
It says if you have time to put down your glasses, there's also time for nature and stuff like that. So I think that's funny.
So that has
If you
something
have
do
time
with
to
that.
not drink, you
But
can
you
check
could
out
just
the
take
great
your
nature.
glasses with you.
You really
to
could.
Well,
Like,
while
that's
you
also
check out the
happens,
nature.
though.
I thought they
Drunk
meant like
bluff hikes.
eyeglasses.
That's a nighttime
Put down
activity.
your
Take off your
reading.
glasses for a
Yeah.
second and have a blurry vision of what. If you take off your glasses, it's probably a really pretty city. But once you put it on, you're like, oh god,
Not as
like,
pretty as
why
I
am I
initially thought.
here?
Oh man.
That sounds actually correct. That's what
I
you see on the
love
welcome
lacrosse,
sign.
So
Is that what it is?
Blurry
should be hitting
vision.
it.
Welcome.
Moving on to gorgeous things. I don't know if you guys heard
Talking
about
about
this.
Kate?
Oh wow, you were so nice.
Thanks.
You're so nice today.
I don't know if you guys heard about this, but there's this new there's a new class of flying. It's called the elite status. It's $20,000, but this is what it includes, right? So you're going to take a plane ride, let's say to Paris, okay? So what's going to be included is there's going to be 3 rooms that you have, 3 separate rooms you have in this plane. You have a living room, a bedroom, and a bathroom. You have a butler who is trained
Yeah.
specifically in London. So
Yeah.
this is a London train. This isn't like an American trained butler. This is where the good
Wow.
ones come from, London.
London.
Well, they just call it
And
the Fresh Prince class.
You'll have a dedicated VIP team. So like they're gonna wait on every. It's like a bunch of butlers that are just gonna make sure that you
Wow.
have the greatest time ever. So yeah, but it's $20,000. What do you guys think about that? If you had $20,000, would you?
people are
Exactly what I was
taking
thinking.
it?
Yeah, I don't know.
Oprah?
Maybe
That's
Oprah.
not good enough for Oprah.
She has her own plane. She
Yeah,
doesn't need to do
She's gonna
that.
have her own butlers in her own plane.
I don't know. In this economic crisis, people had to sell a lot of jets. This makes perfect
That
sense.
reminds me of fun with Dick and Jane when Alec Baldwin's like, oh, I had to sell my house in California. Wait, no. Paris? And it's just really great.
So
part of it.
$20,000, does that include your plane ticket too, or is it
Yeah,
just like the
it includes your plane
service?
ticket, but I mean.
Anywhere in the world?
Well, not anywhere. It says that the example it uses is from Dubai to London. So I mean,
Okay.
it's actually that's a very short flight.
Yeah, I was
compared
going to say
to
that's
For
not
$20,000.
very
Yeah,
far.
for $20,000. So
Yeah.
I mean, if you got the
Never-
cash to spend, you can live in a plane with multiple rooms. So I
If
mean,
you're-
I
that
don't
might
even know
be
if
good.
I
I
get
don't know if
off
you're
the
bored.
plane.
I feel like at the
When I
time,
got to where I was, I'd be like, no, this is,
Oh, this
it.
is pretty nice. This is
nice.
I got a London butler.
your plane ride is only so long. What are you going to do with all
What
that?
do you need?
I don't know. Maybe if you have activities that need a large amount of room,
I
I'm
definitely
not sure.
would stay up the night before and just come up with stuff just to keep myself entertained.
I think you'd have to do
like,
that.
if I'm spending 20 grand on something, I'm gonna make sure those butlers are hustling.
You almost have to think
Hot
that
potato.
if you're gonna spend 20 grand on something like a plane flight, it's like pocket change. It's not like it's gonna be the most expensive thing.
All right,
I would
well, we'll
hope.
be right back. We're going to check out those cute little pets at Cooley Region Humane Society. Meet Selma. She's a 1-year-old tiger mix that loves to play and adventure. And this little kitty is Topaz. She's a curious kitten that likes to learn and play. Meet Sergio. Though this guy looks like a majestic wolf, this 3-year-old mix is nothing but gentle. And here's Finley. She's a 10-month-old pit bull terrier mix that loves to show off her new tricks and can't wait to have her own home.
To find out more about adoption for these pets or others, contact the Cooley Region Humane Society at 781-4014.
Again, the number for the Cooley Region Humane Society is 781-4014. All right, coming back, let's talk about some current issues. Today, Monica Lewinsky, I hope everybody remembers her.
Oh, how could you
The
not?
fun little vixen for President Clinton.
Oh.
Said
Ooh.
it's time to burn the beret and bury the blue dress.
Oh.
She says that she feels deeply,
that
she
her?
feels deep regret about what happened.
Is that her?
That's not her.
I was gonna say if that was her, she looks pretty
might be
darn
her.
good. She
She's
aged
pretty.
I
well.
didn't see that photo.
She aged real well.
Anyway, she came out basically saying, I am determined to have a different ending to my story, which is going to be pretty darn hard because, come on, the President Clinton scandal was a pretty big topic for us,
Yeah.
even growing up
How
as
do you
kids.
live your life after that if all those story topics around for like 5 years were just about you? Like every now and then they would have stories about you?
Yeah. How do you
know?
how do you change
How do you
perceptions?
bounce back
like how
from
you
that?
like you're like I'm gonna just be a new person. It's like not really.
Even,
Like,
if,
you kind
even
of
if you want something like really minor, like working at a grocery store, they know your name.
yeah. It's like hey,
Quick
I'm
trip.
Monica Lewinsky.
Monty. She has to
Monty.
change her name or something. Something has to
They
happen.
know.
Her appearance changed a little bit. If that was her, I don't know if that was, but god dang it.
I mean, she was
How-
only an intern then. She's
How
grown
many
up.
years later is this, too?
10.
10 years. Why did she wait so
Oh.
long? What was she waiting for?
She had to wait for the dick to
Maturity.
die down.
It takes
man.
time to change as a person, I guess.
All the stuff that's happened.
She
in
says she wants to
Yeah.
come back and help people, like who have been through similar situations and who feel humiliated.
Did she write a book?
Yeah.
And anyone else
She
who
made
had a
money
Yeah,
off
she's
of
just
this.
making money. That's all it's about. Is making a bunch more money. That's
Well, a self-help book.
Good
Yeah.
for her then. That's fine.
I would do it if I
Make lots of money off
ended
your
up
like
making a poor
horrible
decision about like
experience.
that.
Different ending to your story, my butt. You're just using the
We're gonna
same story
continue
She's
this
again
using
story.
public.
Let's
yeah.
in a different view.
Let's keep going with this
Smart on
story.
her.
She's using the public just to get more money. Like, oh, woe is me. I was in the like newspaper forever, and now people know my name and things like that.
No, the worst
I'm
part
gonna
is
use that to make a book and have lots of money, probably some shirts. There's probably lots of shirts about her.
There's a couple.
there's
Why do you
quite
own
a
one?
few
You have
shirts
to,
about
yeah, I
her.
actually have one.
You were gonna wear it, I thought.
I don't
today.
wear it often,
Yeah,
but I
that's
break it out
Clinton-
every now and then. It's kind
Clinton
of tight on me.
scandal
I need to lose
It has
some
like
weight.
a blue dress print on it. No.
No, just her face.
Just her face, right on the blue.
That's all it is.
Anyway, one of the worst parts was she said, and I quote, "Sure, my boss took advantage of me, but I will always remain
Took
firm on this
advantage.
point. It was a consensual relationship."
Hey,
Okay,
at least she's
took
honest
it-
about
Took
it.
advantage.
You
in a
can't say took
consensual
advantage
relationship.
and at the same time.
She's completely contradicting herself.
Oh,
What
it's
is she
It's
completely
probably because
perfect.
it's in her book that she
Completely
mentions
perfect.
it, and she doesn't want to like say the wrong things to her fans of the book.
You leave Clinton alone. You
took
leave that poor man
advantage.
alone. He did things for this country.
He
that
did
saved
things.
us.
You sound like Reagan.
I know. He's a great man. You
I'm
leave him
not a
alone.
truck.
Yeah, I want to talk about Skater Boy because.
Okay. On
He's
the
just
note
a
of
skater boy.
Switching from one skater boy to another skater
Ooh,
boy.
Clinton's not.
not
is
a
he- was he a
skater
He's
skater
a
boy?
skater boy. Come
Oh,
on, it's Clinton.
He
nice.
definitely said "see you later, boy" to.
Well, he didn't.
a horrible-
Not the boy part.
You're a boy.
well,
I am a boy.
Avril Lavigne is in the news right now because, well, recently she had that big scandal about her new song, that Hello Kitty song, that there was a whole bunch of controversy about it being very racist and everything. I don't know if we won't dive into that. But after that kind of, got brushed under the rug, like barely, now she's in the news again because, like you were saying, making money off of your fans. Well, she's charging people, it was about $400, I think it was like exactly like $360 or something like that, dollars to take pictures with her at her concert. And she has a problem with personal
That is
space.
awkward.
And she told all of her fans that they could take pictures with her, but they couldn't come within like 2 feet of her, could not touch her, could not do any, hug her, high five her,
I like
shake
the
her
upper
hand,
left.
anything. Look how awkward those pictures
The upper
are.
left guy, he doesn't even know how to react to it. He's like, I just paid $360, and he's just looking awkwardly into the camera.
Is it just me, or does it kind of look like they're standing next to a cardboard cutout of her?
Yeah,
like they're
she
just
doesn't
like,
even
like they
look-
probably don't even realize it is one. They're like, oh yeah.
The guy on the lower left, though, he's trying to make it
He's like, let's do
personal, and
Yeah.
she's just standing there like, no, we're not friends, and I don't want to be
this. Do you think
near
she
you.
talked to him at all, or do you think she was just like?
She's
I
probably
don't
just
know.
like, hey,
You gotta pay for
I'm
those
Avril.
elite class tickets from the airline somehow. That's all I'm saying.
all I know is
Yeah.
I would definitely still pay $400 to get that close to her. I don't know what that
That
means for me,
is a-
but I would do it.
I feel sorry
What
for
is the
you.
point of that? You could Photoshop yourself in a better picture. And
Yeah,
make
but
it
you're
look
actually
You weren't
like
really
on
there
there?
then.
Yeah,
It's for
you
them.
were there.
But they don't know if you're there. It looks like a cutout.
Well, I mean,
It
but
does.
you know you were there. I mean, that's what's important
that-
to me. I don't
that's
care
all
what
it-
other people think.
Yeah.
I
Is that why you're wearing a blazer?
I don't know if she's like a
I don't know either.
germaphobe or why she didn't want her fans to get that close to her, but like most people love their fans and they'll hug them and shake their hands and high five, and she just kind of like, you know, awkwardly, like in one picture she even, I saw someone like did like one
The
of
arm
these.
thing, the
Oh,
fake arm.
Really
the
awkward.
hover arm.
Total like friend zone looking
Yeah.
The
picture.
friend zone picture.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
classic.
so
And
sad.
I would just feel really insulted if I paid a ton of money to go to her concert and then paid like $400 to go take a picture and she was just like, you know,
Did
really
the fans
awkward.
know
Like
paying the money like before that?
I
they
doubt
would be
they
able to-
wrote that on there. You know,
They probably wanted some
$400 for a
weird
picture
tent.
of Avril Lavigne from 2 feet away.
You know what I
Some
mean?
weird
Like,
10% off.
if I knew prior that, and you know they're okay with it, then I don't feel bad for those guys. But if they paid like $400 and then they found out that they can't, I don't want to be weird, but like make physical contact with her, but
Yeah.
it's just weird.
I doubt they knew in advance. They all seemed kind of upset. That one guy looked like he was like about to cry.
Oh my
but
God.
I,
This is
I
not
don't think
worth my money.
Avril Lavigne wasn't the only Lavigne in the news.
Speaking of poor decisions by Levine, a guy by the name of Adam Levine, the Maroon 5 frontman, actually, you know, I don't know where the picture, I don't even know what was going on. All I know is I was surfing the web, saw the pic of him with this new blonde haircut, and I thought it was hilarious. I wonder if we have a pic of it.
Oh, yeah. Ooh.
Selfie.
He looks
Maybe
like
he's a Pink fan.
he looks kind of like a backup dancer.
He looks
for
like a Miley Cyrus
Eminem
fan.
or something.
Oh,
I don't
yeah.
know.
Yeah.
An Eminem backup.
Yeah, like an
dancer.
Eminem, like if, you know, I don't know. Just
Well,
like
the real
an-
Slim Shady,
Yeah,
please,
the real
shut
Slim
up.
Shady stunt
He
double.
should
or
have
something.
dyed
it-
his eyebrows too.
Do you
And
guys
his
know,
facial
is it
hair.
for a movie or anything?
I have no
or the
idea.
show,
All I know
or-
is he looks like he's going Super Saiyan in that picture.
yeah,
So,
I'm
So
yeah.
is he going through like a midlife crisis or like
know.
a Miley? I
Some
understand
people
like
get sports
Miley.
cars. Adam Levine dyes his hair.
Miley had her like she's 20 or something like that.
Yeah.
She's in her 20s, but like he's in
I
his
feel like
30s,
it's more
isn't he?
acceptable too
don't
for
know.
like girls to go from, you know, like blonde hair to black hair to red hair. Do they
that's
change their hair a
platinum
lot?
blonde, like, he was
But for a
platinum.
guy, like if you came to class on Thursday and your hair was like platinum blonde, I would probably be like, Nick, is there something you need to tell me? Like,
Well, thank you for
I
telling me
know.
that because I was thinking about it. So, yeah.
You
there's
just
that.
ruined his weekend plans.
Yeah, I was actually planning on trying that out because I thought it looked good on me,
I'm
but I guess it
sorry.
wouldn't. So, well, that's enough about Adam Levine because I don't really want to talk about him anyways.
I wouldn't wanna- Okay,
more
so I got some crazy news. Okay, so James Cameron, he got sued $1 billion
What?
because this lady had a Titanic ride where you can literally, I'm going to read it because it's so funny. So this lady, Fawn Quinn, is suing James Cameron of 20th Century Fox, Paramount, and others involved with the hit film Titanic, claiming they jacked her idea for the 3D ride. This is so real. The 3D ride that recreates the magical experience of crashing into an iceberg and sinking to a watery grave. Magical experience. Why would someone want to have that as a ride? This is a real thing. So she came up with this way before James Cameron, you know, like made the movie and all that jazz. And now she's suing him like so much later, $1 billion, because she's like, I know I'm making lots of money off this. By the way, how is she making money off of this? Who would want to pay money to go on a ride where it's like people died?
Wait, I don't understand. So she did this before the movie came
Yeah.
out? So she's suing him because he made the movie.
Pretty much. And I just don't understand that. And the thing is, why would you go on this ride in the first place?
I don't know.
It said
I have always fantasized about going into a watery
Have you
grave.
seen that movie at the when they're holding on to the one side of the
It's
ship
so
and
realistic.
they're so
People
high up?
falling.
Oh, that'd be so
the thing is, like,
terrifying.
why does it say magical experience of drowning pretty much?
Because singing? I
If
don't
there's
know.
alcohol involved in the visualization, I'm in. I'll stay up there with the band.
that
Like,
say?
we're going down.
What does that say?
We're going down.
Says something.
I just, I don't think I would ever want to be on any sort of recreation of the Titanic. That movie makes me cry every time. And
Are you about to cry right now?
that is the last.
She's getting watery
Tearing
tears
up.
right now.
She's tearing up a little
Hey,
bit.
quit
Well,
it.
it says on here that she made, with her ride, she made $343 million. But she wants 3 times that to teach Hollywood a lesson.
Because they always learn their lesson.
You're so greedy.
That's one of them-
That's so much money. Why do
Wow.
you need more money?
Watch James Cameron come out with another Titanic movie
And spite
about this.
about this.
And then
and
just
make
smile.
more money.
And he'll be,
then
and it's smiling.
and then have her sue him.
Does
for
she want to
that.
like make a ride about like more disastrous things that people might enjoy and make money off that or something like that?
He'll make one about a woman trying to make money off of Hollywood.
Yeah.
All right, well, enough about the Titanic and all of that. We will be right back after this break. We're going to take a quick look at a UWL promo.
Hey, can't find what you're looking for?
What?
You can find what you're looking for and more at WMCM. WMCM-TV has plenty of shows you can view at your pleasure. There's Profile, where we interview people throughout the community. Or if you like sports, we have Sports Talk Live and Sports Scene. And if you're into celebrity gossip, that's why we have Afternoon Delight.
Well, that all looks great, but I'm on a computer, not a TV. I bet you guys don't have a way for me to watch this stuff on a computer.
Oh, we have that covered too. Just go to WMCMTV.com for all the updates.
Wow, that solves all my problems. Thanks, WMCM Genie.
Welcome back to Afternoon Delight, guys. Huge news coming out of Reddit. I'm a pretty big Redditor.
What? Me too.
Yeah.
Oh,
Cool.
High five.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Snap,
I was
that
just
happened.
pushing
Stricken
my
the
hair
book.
this way.
Anyways, so David Spade had an AMA on Reddit, and what that means is Ask Me Anything, and he actually came out and said that they're developing a sequel for the movie Joe Dirt.
About time.
It's been so long, they're starting to write it. What they're trying to do is they're trying to get it on a movie on crack.com. Have you guys heard of crack.com,
Yes, we've
obviously?
all heard of
So they're trying to
crack.com.
publish a movie for the first time ever on an internet website, and they're
Okay.
trying to use Joe Dirt 2 to do that. So he said if it gets, everything hasn't been approved yet, but if it does get approved, they might start filming early next year. So guys, Joe Dirt 2, I'm ecstatic about it. I know everybody else is. What do you guys think?
What are they
That
going
is not as cool as the Star Wars thing.
to... We'll get to that.
We'll get to that though.
What are they going to do about his hair? He
Yeah.
left with dreadlocks in
Is
that
it
movie.
like
yeah, I don't
supposed to
know.
continue right after the last movie? Is
I
it
didn't
like
see- there
10
wasn't-
years later?
They don't
want
want to give anything away. All I know is that he said he wants Kid Rock and Christopher Walken to be in it too. So I mean, he wants
Walken
Christopher
needs
Walken.
to be in the movie.
So
Or he'll
does
stab you in the face with a soldering iron.
I'm a cowboy, Kid Rock.
Yeah,
That's what he would say when he wanted to pitch his idea to be in the movie.
I haven't seen that movie in so long. Now
I've
that
never
you brought
seen
it,
that movie.
You've never seen
I
Joe
have it on
Dirt?
VHS
It-
and DVD.
Better have Boston in the soundtrack again, though. That's all I'm
Yeah.
asking.
I
That's
think
what
you
need
probably
that
need
movie.
to
Yeah.
watch it. It is a classic. It's kind of raunchy, but
Raunchy?
I do like
it's
it.
like raunchy, dirty
Raunchy.
humor. Like it's like toilet humor. It's kind
Like
of a boy
farts?
movie. Yeah, and
I don't think it's that raunchy.
I don't know, the dog and what happened on the porch.
okay,
that's kinda true, that's kinda
there's some,
raunchy.
like tearjerker moments too. It's
Quick
pretty-
quiz. What movie
Tearjerker.
was the first movie to have farts in it?
Three Stooges?
Blazing Saddles.
Oh.
Wow, that was random.
It's a good movie.
That's
that
what
was-
facts are, random.
Speaking of
Oh.
movies, Aaron, weren't you
Speaking of
talking
movies,
about something?
what are you gonna
really
blow my mind
Before
with
we came
now?
back in, I was getting excited because Star Wars Episode 7 is happening. It's finally got the cast set
Stop
out,
doing that.
and all three, Hamill, Fisher, and Ford are back to read
Yeah.
different parts as Leia, Solo, and Master Jedi Luke Skywalker.
Did you
Oh,
see
nice.
the picture that they posted?
Yeah,
Yep.
with all the
That
new
was
actors
pretty
and stuff.
cool.
They've
That
even
was-
got the original Chewie coming back.
No.
Yep, he's gonna be.
Did you know
The guy that was.
Wookiee,
Right, he's so
localizing.
tall. He has to walk around with a cane all the time. Have you
Yep.
ever seen him?
I'm gonna ask
He
this.
has like a cane.
Well,
and
why
a
would they
wheelchair.
need? Why would they need to bring back the original Chewie because he is
It's not
a
like you
mascot?
see his
Yeah,
face.
so I mean, why don't they just get like Shaq to do it
I don't
or
know. Maybe
something?
they have a Shaq.
Hey, what's going on? Has anybody seen
I
Luke?
know.
hyperdrive is now working.
Oh wait.
Rah, rah, rah,
Did
rah.
you guys see the picture they posted on Instagram on May the 4th? It was like the director or someone who's
Yep.
ever in charge, and it had Chewbacca in the background, and
Yep.
it was like the first like. I
That's
don't know.
Brian Burke. He's
Yeah.
producer. He
I
had
thought
it
was
with
pretty
there.
funny.
So
Yeah,
cool.
It was like an Instagram like selfie photo bomb.
So,
kind of thing
I
that
mean-
they did on May the 4th. Isn't
Yeah,
that
may the
their
4th
like?
be with you.
Yeah,
Aaron,
I
you
saw your
I know
status.
you
Alex.
like Star Wars. Can you give us like an idea of what the plot might be about? Just because I'm interested.
No, all I know is that it's not going to follow directly what everybody has established as the trilogy after Return of the Jedi. Yeah, Return of the Jedi. They're going to be doing their own little special thing. It will be including Luke's niece and nephew, Han and Leia's
about
kids,
that.
Jaina and Jason Solo. So that'll be cool.
So this is kind of like Girl Meets World.
kind of. It's like
Yeah,
it's kind of like
yeah.
Girl Meets
Sequel.
World.
That was
Boy
such a
Meets
good
World.
transition,
Yeah.
Nick. That's a great explanation. But the thing is, do you feel like you wish they went off the movies, or do you like that they're doing this own separate thing? And if so, do you think that they're gonna base another movies off of this with the nieces and nephews and stuff?
Grilling him.
Yeah, you were just wanting
That's
those
a
things.
that's a
I
great
thought about that all
question,
the
Alex,
time.
and I'm glad you asked it because I have a 9-point syllabus in front of me that answers all of it. No, I
That
don't
was a
know.
loud laugh. Sorry about that,
I'm not
guys.
excited that they're not following what I have considered to be 7, 8, and 9 in this series. But I mean, new stuff is always good, right? Change is better.
I like
They
change.
say.
Do you think they're making this for like the next generation? Like they're gonna build a new like series?
I think they're trying to make it more of a universe like they have with Harry Potter and like all the others.
Because I read about how like Disney bought like Star Wars and they have the Star Wars Clone
Yep.
Wars and stuff
Marvel's
like that.
getting big now. They're trying to expand.
So now they
Star
have
Wars.
like the younger generation that's gonna start liking this, and so they want to have their own like, hey, this is your own trilogy. Like those are your parents' trilogy. This is your trilogy.
Yep.
Like make it your own.
You guys are gonna be really upset
We're
when I
nerding
say
out.
this, but the
don't know what's
reason
going on.
I haven't chimed in is because I actually
Don't
have
say
not
it.
watched any Star Wars
Oh,
movies.
I watch it for Christmas.
On
every
that
year.
note, I didn't know. Yep.
Emergency
I'm pretty
Star Wars
sure
party
if you
alert.
go
Sad.
to Spike TV right now, that I think they have a
I
marathon
just
because
don't have
it
time
is-
for that. I'm
Come on.
sorry.
It's Revenge of the
But
Fifth.
she has time for
I'm
Miley
not a
and
Star-
Orange is the New Black.
Yeah,
Ooh, good
I
transition
do.
also.
That's a good
Hey!
show.
Orange is the New Black.
I mean, it wasn't next on my list, but I'll talk about it because I love that show. So Orange is the New
doesn't?
Black. Okay, I'm a
Donna's
little
in that
upset
show.
with them, but I won't get to that now. I will go on to the recent news. So they have just announced that they are going to be filming a season 3. They haven't even released season 2 yet, but there is going to be a season 3. And the character played by, I can't think of her name right now. Alex Voss is her name in the show, but she's the same character who plays, from that 70s show.
Donna.
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 Yeah. So I don't know her name. And what's
Donna.
No, in real life, what is that?
Donna.
It's
No.
Donna.
Donna-
She should change it
Donna
to Donna.
is not her name.
Donna
in real
Johnson.
Life, but
Donna.
Alex Voss's character.
Pinciati.
She's not.
Yeah, that's it.
She's not in season 2 very much. Only a couple episodes, she said.
the
But
hottest
she
character.
comes back for season 3.
debatable.
Debatable.
So that is why I am so excited for the 3rd season because she's my favorite.
Nick's so excited he's practically out of his chair.
He's straight cheesing right now.
Do you? Can't handle you right now.
It's gonna be
Do
a
you
good
guys
season.
watch Orange is the New Black though? Have you seen the show?
I watched the
You said you watched
first
the
two
first
episodes.
Why?
First two
How could you
episodes.
not
That's such a
continue?
cliffhanger at the last season or the last
The
episode.
last episode
I
of
was like,
season 1.
Honestly, there
what
was
are you
just so
doing?
much going on in
Hold
the
on a
first
sec.
episode. that
Isn't the whole plot of
I
that
couldn't
show
even wrap my head
about
around it.
her in prison or whatever?
Yes, it's
you're so smart.
It takes place in prison the entire
So,
show.
like, is it all about, like, her trying to get out of prison?
No.
It's just about her in prison and all the fun
how
things
she has
that the
to deal
ladies
with it
do.
because she,
Ooh, like that description. Sign me up.
she, is
so
not
much.
the stereotypical like person that would be in jail. She's like more the upper class. So it's funny watching her go through all these things. Like in the shower scene, like everyone's all naked and she's just like,
Yeah.
I don't want to be.
Fun lady things.
Okay, Aaron,
I'm
it's
just
a good
saying,
show.
there's a lot going on.
There is a lot going on.
Well, we're going to move on from Orange is the New Black because you guys do not need to talk about that anymore. But did you hear about the teens in Canada?
You get
who
2 stories in a row?
Yeah, I'm
All right.
going to talk about it because it's really interesting.
Go ahead.
It's Canada. It's good news.
It's very interesting. They threw a party and it had over $70,000 worth of damage caused from it. What do you guys think about that?
Those
How many people
silly
were there?
Canadians doing all those
Who pays
crazy
for that?
fun things.
All
pays for all that?
Well,
We should make Justin Bieber pay for
We're not
that.
that's
talk
all
about
the
that.
time we have for today, though. Thank you so much for watching, and tune in to our next show coming up right after this.